Well, that was a bad try. How could you fail so badly? How? Well, at least you got as your only sound until the people arrive, and as your only friend, the events of the evening. Today, dear listeners, is special. We have some breaking news. Let's get into it. The Gophers who have plagued our town for the past few months have returned. They have, so boldly I might add, marched down to City Hall. They, the Gophers and the Geese, are demanding tax breaks for their new company, Blink of the Eye Construction. Its motto is apparently, "Blink and there's a building." That wasn't there before. Who did this? Are you going mad? No, it's just Blink of the Eye Construction. We'll update you later as events warrant. But first, let's return to Win a Thing! Our viewers, or listeners' favorite segment of our show. You know the rules. You call in at Music Spotlight. We give you a prize. This week's prize is... Oops. I am getting word that there is no prize, as we've completely forgot about this. Don't worry, I'll find one. Until then, this has been Win a Thing! And now, a commercial break. Hey folks, like your new sofa that you just bought from Dean's Sofa Store? Of course not. Your sofa's been wrecked. Not comfortable at all. I know, I've sat on it last Christmas. But what can you do? What else than to come on down to Earl's Sofa So Good store? That's a pun. We spent at least 2 minutes thinking up that pun. There was whiteboards. Also in our store, a sale. 50% off all sofas. That's not the sales price. That's actually the description of how worn out these sofas are, but at least they're better than that box you call a sofa. Yeah, I'm never going over to your parties again unless you come on down to Earl's Sofa So Good store. Again reminding you, that's a pun. Over the break, we calls in from listeners who might be listening now to find out how we knew what the Gophers and the Geese want. Well, William Newhart, charge of the Eco Committee, translated for the Gophers and the Geese. We asked him about his stance on the issue. He responded with, "Well, I agree. Tax breaks for everybody." That's what they said, right? I wasn't really paying attention. More on this later. And now, let's allow myself to answer a few questions that people have been asking me frequently. Maybe frequently asked questions. That's a good name for it. Anyway, here are the answers. Yes. No. Purple. Violet. Tables. Not chairs. This has been something. The moment has arrived. The Brenam people that live in City Hall and are probably the people who make our laws are about to deliver their verdict. As the verdict gets handed down, here is, finally, the music. And now, Music Spotlight.
force my head beat back on solid ground. Oh, my patience thins back for more. The foregone situation, it's a runaway train. How much I'm gonna take when I'm in this state? I've been walking on course to me. A word cried out in the background said, when you coming round? Meadows are full and green, see how they've grown. It's my own deception, like snow in the spring. When the sky is clear, you see what I mean. I've been walking on course to me. I've been walking on course to me. Well, maybe it's like driving at night, rain and storm. Taking it slow and safe and get where you're going. On the destination on rocky roads. Sometimes the journey's spent as smooth as you go. I am walking on course to me. I am walking on course to me.
Why, listeners? Why? I was so close. But then... Ahem. Anyways, I guess I should tell you what happened. I guess. The Brenam City Council stood, posed to deliver their verdict. They stood and stood for about 5 seconds before one member blurted out, "No! You cannot have tax breaks!" Then another member yelled out, "Mark, we were supposed to be dramatic." And the other, Mark, I think, yelled back, "Sorry, but no one was saying anything. It felt awkward." The Gophers and the Geese left in a huff, and the police chief McDougal thinks we shouldn't be seeing them around town anymore. This has been the end of our news story. Before we leave today's show, I need to talk to you about Win-A-Thing. Fred of Fred's Donuts called in. Congrats, Fred! Your prize is pride in your ability to pick up a phone, and also for knowing numbers that many members of our community know, and for doing it quickly. This has been Win-A-Thing, specifically, but generally, it has been a thank you for listening, at least listening to the events of the evening.